But can we just talk about how nice Fenty is for a second? Like, I never understood people that be like, oh, this is who I am. And it's like, no, sweetie, that's who you were. And that's not how, if you're gonna be in this relationship, that's not how it's going to be, okay? We're gonna need you to change that, okay, sweetheart? What is good, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. If this is the first time you're ever seeing my face, do not forget to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you guys can be notified every single time that I post. So for today, I'll be doing a nice little quick get ready with me and chatting it up with y'all in regards to relationships. I put out a little questions thing on Instagram, and a lot of people wanted me to talk about relationships, and not just like monogamous or, you know, intimate partnerships, but also friendships, because I feel like friendships do get left out of the conversations when it comes to toxic traits that certain friends may have or certain things that you may have when it comes to friendships. So we're gonna dive into that while your girls get ready for work. I have a little twist out prepped under this. I know I look a little crazy, but at the end of this, your girl's gonna look cute, so it is what it is. And before I dive on into the video, do not forget to follow me on Instagram at Simply Soribel. Same for Twitter, Simply Soribel. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Before we dive on into the conversation, you know, I'm gonna link down all the products that I use down below, and I'm gonna try to remember to let y'all know what I used. So my skin's already prepped. I already have like my moisturizer and all that stuff and sunscreen on. And now I'm about to go in with the, should I do concealer first or should I do?
A few moments later.
I'm gonna do foundation first. Yeah. So I just got the Fenty. So I don't know if y'all see my other get ready with me. I was a little ghetto with it and I was using the little sample, but it is what it is. You know, we have to make sure that we like it before we buy it. You know, that's what samples are for. So I'll be going in with the Fenty moisturizing foundation, and I have the shade 340 just for reference, just in case anybody wanted to know that. So diving into the conversation, I'm gonna start off with just relationships and kind of ending with friendships. So for relationships, I feel as though I never understand why people ask me for advice. I don't know if it's because I am in one or people just curious and stuff like that. But I would just have to say that when it comes to relationships, what I see in the modern world is crazy. Like, I really do feel bad for people that truly want love, because those that want love always somehow magically come across somebody who is not interested in that, but they give off that vibe that they are, and everybody out here with a broken heart, like, I don't know, this world is becoming truly cruel. That fresh new pump. And I'll be going in with this e.l.f. brush. But yeah, so when it comes to relationships, I do say, like, be honest from jump. Like, that was one thing that I always did. Like, if I wasn't looking, I would always tell people that I'm not looking. If I was looking, then I would tell them that. When it comes to like the dating scene, I know one thing that's definitely highly talked about is sex. I'm a person that I'm very, like, I would say I'm conservative when it comes to that. Like, I'm not one to just pop it, but if you do, more power to you, but that's just not something that I do. It's just not something I feel comfortable with doing. I have a lot of personal insecurities, but we're not talking about me. We're talking about relationships in general. Yeah, so one question somebody asked me was like, about my virginity, how I lost it, do I regret losing it, do I regret the person? And for the first question, I felt comfortable enough with the person that I was ready to do that with. I did cry. I don't know if I was just going through an emotional moment or whatever, but I really did cry. And now that I've gotten older, people were talking about like the exchange of energies. So I don't know if homeboy was very sad and he gave me his sadness, but your girl literally went to, I was bawling freaking tears. I was like, what is wrong with me? Now, in regards to, do I regret who I lost it to? I don't. I really don't. Like, this person made me feel very comfortable. with my body. They respected everything that I had to say. They respected my boundaries, and yeah, like I really don't regret it. And that's just on regards to losing my virginity. In regards to advice for it, I would say just make sure that you're truly, truly comfortable. And I know that people could be deceitful in the world and kind of trick people out of their virginity. Just make sure that you're prepared for even if we're not together, I'm okay. Like, even if we don't end up together, I will be okay. And if things turn sour, just don't go, oh,
Boy, if you don't.
In that moment, that's what you wanted. So don't regret things that you actually wanted in that moment. Just take it, learn from it, and move forward. And just now you know moving forward, like how to proceed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And this is the longest I've had like put foundation on, but can we just talk about how nice Fenty is for a second? Like, okay, so now I'll be going in with my NARS Radiance Concealer. The shade is
A few moments later.
Sucre d'Orge. Or probably that's not even the name. I'm medium dark 1.5. Medium dark 1.5. Because I don't even think y'all can see how I'm so new. And by the way, this is just like my everyday go-to look that I do whenever like I go to like a brunch or something. I'm not a glam type of girl yet, because I will be learning. I want to do like, you know, pop out once in a blue. But anywho, back to relationships. The next conversation somebody wanted me to bring up to you guys is toxic traits in relationships. And this is something that I didn't realize I did until my boyfriend brought it up. And when he brought it up, then I really did some self-reflecting and noticed that, oh shit, like, this is probably why I was single before, because girl, this is what you do. This is what you do. So, in a weird way, toxic traits can really be brought into a new healthy relationship. And it's not something that you're doing on purpose. Like, it's just something that some people do, you know, without knowing. And in my defense, like, that's just in my experience. I didn't know that I did that, you know, and for it to be brought to my attention, it was very, very interesting. I did get defensive in the sense where I was like, I don't do that. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like the perfect person. I'm the perfect girlfriend, da 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 da. And when dealing with people, you start to realize how really not perfect you are. And this whole battle of you thinking you the best, there will be one person, whether it's your friend, your mama, your papa, your partner, somebody gonna tell you about yourself. And you better be ready to be told about yourself. And one thing I noticed that in regards to toxic traits, that even if you don't know, or you know, you do it subconsciously, when somebody brings it to your attention, the best thing that you can do is honestly learn and grow from it. Don't be defensive. Don't be like, no, no, no. Or don't be like, oh, this is who I am. You want me to change? I'm not gonna change for nobody. Because what that shows right there is your lack of growth. And the thing about life is growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something that's negatively impacting you, you wanna be in a relationship, but you're always gonna end up single because people don't wanna deal with your bullshit. Just fix it, move forward, and that's it. Like, I never understood people that be like, oh, this is who I am. And it's like, no, sweetie, that's who you were. And that's not how, if you're gonna be in this relationship, that's not how it's going to be, okay? We're gonna need you to change that, okay, sweetheart? Before my phone started going crazy, just to end it off with the conversation on toxic traits and relationships, I would just say grow from it, learn from it, and make sure that you're taking into consideration what people are bringing to your attention. Don't get so defensive, just listen and kind of reflect. And then if there's certain situations where, you know, people like to say that you're toxic when you're trying to like bring up issues. I'm getting pissed off now because I was trying to close out the toxic topic and then my thing just shut down. But overall, when it comes to toxic traits, from previous relationships into new ones. Just kind of hear the person out, see where it is that they're coming from, and kind of like learn to change and grow from it. Because at the end of the day, when you stop doing those toxic things, everybody's gonna be happy, including yourself. So self-reflect, learn, grow, move forward. Okay, so now for the blush, I'll be going in with the Glossier Cloud Paint. It is in the shade Stone. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit because I did this before and your girl's cheeks was...
And
Okay, so now in regards to friendships, I got a lot to say. No, not really, but yes, really. With friendships, I feel as though there's a lot of toxic friends out here. A lot. And not to be rude or whatever, certain people love to argue when it comes to friends, because some friends don't want to hear it. Some people out here don't want to hear it. They don't want to be told about themselves, and that's okay. That is totally okay. You have to be prepared to be okay with people that are gonna fight back. One thing that I suffered with in regards to friendships is I couldn't let go of toxic friends just because, you know, I was like, no, you know, we've been friends for a long time. Like, this is just who they are. You know, I can't really like force them to do what they don't want to do, blah, 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 blah. Don't be like me. Get away from those people, because at the end of the day, turns out they just don't care. You have to, it's really hard to kind of determine who's there for you and who's just there to benefit from you. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean like clout chasing or whatever, even though that is a thing to really be on the lookout. If you got clout, I don't got clout, so it is what it is. But the type of friend that I am, I'm very caring and I'm always there for a friend. Despite the fact that I'm in a relationship, I always make sure to pick up a call. Like, I will just tell my boyfriend, like, hey, my friend needs me right now. I'll be right back. That's just who I am. And one thing that I fail to do is that I thought that certain people would do the same thing for me. Like, you know, like, I get it. Being in a relationship is time consuming, but I think most of my friends are grown enough to be able to kind of like organize their time when it comes to friends. And that's not even the least bit thing. It's just with friendships, like as you get older, you do become way more busy. It's not like high school where you saw each other every day. But as long as there's like respect and common grounds and there's no negativity and you guys are always just like in communication, everything should be good. So like when it comes to my friends, I'm just gonna speak from personal experience now. The group of friends that I have now, I'm very happy with. I'm very happy that I get to call them my friends. And I'm actually super uber blessed because these are people that I can rely on. Like, where's my little eyebrow thing? I gotta use this. Your girl gotta go to work. Your girl gotta go to work. Like I was saying, when it comes to my friendships, like we all met in college. I have a few friends from high school still. And yeah, like all these people that I've met that are still my friends to this day, I all met them like through school, or they're like either friends of friends or friends of like family, like they were dating and stuff like that. So those are like, that's how I have friends. That's how I've met most of my friends. The one thing with the common group now, like I had to downsize when it came to friends. You outgrow people, and as hard and turbulent as that may be, when you start to realize why you outgrew people and then all the blessings start to come into your life, you start to realize, so this is why, like, okay, it's all cool. And as long as you just tell the person, like, at the end of the day, like, oh, you know, like, it's no beef or whatever, like, I just felt like we just were not on the same path. And it's like breaking up with a person. Like, you know, I want you to do great for you. I want you to be amazing in life. It's all good, sweetie. There's no beef. I just don't feel like we belong in each other's lives anymore. The things that you want out of life is different than the things that I want out of life. And of course they're gonna think that like, oh, you're being fake, da da da. But sometimes you really do have to be selfish with who you give your energy to and your time, because I believe those are the most expensive things this world has to offer. Time and energy, oof, expensive. Like when you're dealing with a friend, like just because y'all been friends, like since like probably middle school or whatever the case may be, if y'all are not like cooking the way y'all used to be, they have like a new group of friends that you just don't really like, that's just not your vibe. Because another thing is, you can't really tell a person, oh, who they can or cannot hang out with, because we grown, baby. We are grown. So the best thing for you to do would honestly be to just separate yourself from the situation. And ultimately, at the end of the day, who's supposed to be in your life will be in your life. And just how with boyfriends and girlfriends and partners and all that, some are a blessing, some are lessons. You take it as it comes. And ever since my mindset has changed in regards to looking at kind of like negative situations as blessings and catalysts for change, I've been honestly handling negativity way better, especially since I'm a person that kind of deals with anxiety. It's not as strong as other people, but whenever I feel like I'm at a disservice or whatnot, your girl be freaking out, and we just can't be doing that, you know? Oh, by the way, for my eyebrows, I went in with the Glossier Brow Flick and the Boy Brow, and now your girl's about to go on with highlight, and she's about to gleam. Okay, so my face is all done. This is what she's looking like. Now we're about to go in with the twist out, and when I'm done with this twist out, I'll be back to close it out for you guys and kind of just end up with my final opinions. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys have, you know, been enjoying the video so far, do not forget to subscribe. Your girl is currently on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and honestly, that'll be a dream come true if it can happen before my birthday. For those that don't know, my birthday is October 1st. So come on, little babies, help a girl out. And if you guys like these kind of conversations, let a girl know. Let a girl know. And you know, also comment down like a quick way to do your makeup. I think it's because I'm talking and doing my makeup. Like I really thought I'll be done in like 20 minutes, and your girl's wrong. Your girl's wrong. So I'm gonna do this real quick, and then once I'm done with my twist out, I'll be back. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go do my twist out. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna show y'all my fit when I get to work, and I will kind of close out the video over there. Yeah, because your girl gotta go. Yeah, so I'll see y'all at work. Okay, so for a cute little quick OOTD, I just have on a black mock neck top, ripped jeans, and my Yeezys with a leather jacket and a scarf. By the way, regretting this decision because estás frío. It's cold, but this is the cute little look. This is how the twist out turns out, and my makeup, you know, something light, you know, my everyday little no makeup look kind of vibe. And yeah, so now I guess I'll just see you when I go close out the video. And I'm back. So just to kind of close out the video, overall, I know I mentioned a lot about like personal self in relationships. If you guys want a video kind of like noticing the signs of other toxic traits that other people may have in your life that you may not be peeping, comment that down below. I never consider myself a person to talk on relationships, but ask away and I'll give my opinion, you know what I mean? And yeah, this is my everyday. Hold on, let me re-up because I just finished eating lunch. Let me check out. So yeah, this is my everyday no makeup look. People keep on thinking that my skin is cleared up, and then I'm like, isn't that Fenty, darling? And this is how my twist up came out. It's pretty cute. it's not like, oh my God, I'm obsessed, but all I see is what I need to cut. So yeah, and if you guys like this video, do not forget to subscribe. Currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and every one of you guys that have subscribed this far, thank you so much. For those who watch, for those who comment, for those who like, for those who share, just for anybody, like, thank you so much for just even making it this far and all of that good stuff. Lastly, do not forget to follow me on Instagram at Simply Soribel, same for Twitter, Simply Soribel. Hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified every single time that I post. This month I'm using it more so for like experimental purposes, just to see what days work best for me, what kind of days work best for you guys. So if there's like anything that you guys want, like date and times that you think will be good for you guys to see my videos, comment that down below. And now I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.